Hello everyone, welcome back to Mr. Wiggles Educational Facility. Today we are looking at vehicles in Alpha 17. We are gonna give them a test drive, we are gonna see how we build them. We will look at the different skill points you need to actually be able to build these beautiful beasts. So, without any further ado, let's just get straight into this thing. Before we start showcasing these lovely vehicles, I want to talk a bit about the skill points you need and a bit about the different crafting stations. First of all, you will need a workbench and a forge. The forge is where you of course make your forged iron and your steel. The forge will also need to have a crucible in order to make the steel. The workbench is pretty much just where you put everything together. And basically every vehicle consists of two components. Let's use the bicycle as an example. You will need typically a chassis, and in this case, bicycle handlebars. But if we go for the truck, we need truck accessories and a chassis, and that will make the truck. But regarding the skill points, it gets a bit more interesting. All the skills you need for this are in the intellect section. Now I'm going to try to go through this with this character, but it's a bit complicated, so please bear with me. To make iron, you need to be intellect 4. And to make steel, you need to be intellect 8. But if we go to the grease monkey perk, you can actually see that where you need to use the steel is at the motorcycles. And that only requires intellect level 7. But you still need the steel, so technically you have to be at intellect level 8 before you can start to craft your motorcycle. And if we go through the different intellect levels, you can see that it starts to get a bit hairy with the levels. Because to start to craft bicycles, you need to be intellect level 5. Intellect level 5, you need to be player level 30. So you can't start to craft any of these vehicles unless you are level 30. But once you reach level 30, you can go for bicycles. To get intellect level 6, you need to be level 40. So you won't see the minibike until you're level 40 now. That's a bit sad, because I loved having the minibike when I was level 10. No more shortcuts, unfortunately. And in order to craft motorcycles, you need to be intellect level 7. Intellect level 7 is player level 50. Now when you reach this point, you would also need to make steel. And to make steel, you need to be intellect level 8. So technically to start building the motorcycle, you need to be level 60. And to start building the truck and motorized tools, you need to be intellect level 9. Intellect level 9 requires player level 80. And you can guess the last one, right? The Gyrocopter, intellect level 10. And you are correct if you thought that you would be level 100 to reach that point. So I think that during the upcoming weekend, I am going to sit down and calculate how the level progression is, the amount of XP you need, and do some, soft calculations on how many zombies you actually need to kill to reach the certain levels to build these vehicles. So in order to build all these vehicles, you will need 10 points in intellect. You need 3 points in hammer and forge, and you need 5 points in grease monkey. So that's 18 points. That's 18 levels you have to reserve just for building the vehicles. And let's start to look at some of these beautiful machines. Let's start out with the bicycle. Now to build a bicycle, you need a bicycle chassis and handlebars. Those are the two main components of the bicycle. To make the chassis, you need 5 forged iron, 2 mechanical parts, 2 duct tape, and 2 leather. To make the handlebars, you need 2 duct tape, 2 leather, 1 mechanical part, and 6 short iron pipes. You combine those two with 2 sets of wheels and 1 mechanical part. All in all, it takes 5 forged iron, 4 mechanical parts, 4 duct tape, 4 leather, 6 short iron pipes, and 2 sets of wheels. And this vehicle is powered by your stamina, so it is running on hobo stew or similar foods. The vehicle itself is pretty simple to make, and I would definitely recommend making it as soon as you can. But if we open up the vehicle, you can see that It goes 10 meters per second. The noise is moderate, so the zombies will be attracted if you go past them. Defense is 90. Not sure what that means, but we will find out in a few seconds. And you can repair it with repair kits. It also has some modifier slots. I haven't been able to find any information, and the only thing I found that actually fits in this modifier slot is this thing, a mod vehicle engine turbo. But it does jack shit. So let's bring it out in the test area. Now to test the bicycle, I want to spawn in a zombie just to see what kind of damage the zombies do to the bike and to me when I'm on it. So let's just get Darlene in here. And let's get on the bike. And she can definitely hit me. I'm getting off and I am ending her. And from that small beating, the bike actually took a lot of damage. It's down to 50%. I also want to test what kind of damage the bike does to other things. So I have a few test blocks and I am just gonna go full speed into a solid wooden block. There we go, solid hit. And it did 39 damage. That's pretty decent. But I have done a bit of testing on this and the damage is not consistent. So be aware of that. But the handling is pretty good. You push W to go forward and you move your mouse around to turn it. But if you hold down shift, a kind of sprint, you go a lot faster. And this bike has some trick up its sleeves. It can jump. I like that feature, not sure how useful it's gonna be, but I love that the fun pimps put it in there. But yeah, this is definitely a fun vehicle. I'm looking forward to trying it in a real life scenario. Now the bicycle also has some storage. It has a row of 9 storage spaces, which you can fill with whatever you want. There's no need for a basket on this thing. All the vehicles have some kind of storage space now. The next vehicle we have is the good old minibike. Or should I say the good new minibike, because the vehicle has changed. The recipe for the minibike has changed, and now you need to be level 40 to actually be able to craft the minibike. So no more minibike on day 2, unfortunately. But to craft the minibike, you will need a minibike chassis and minibike handlebars. But beware that the minibike chassis is no longer crafted in the forge, it is made at a workbench. To do that, you need 10 forged iron, 4 mechanical parts, 4 duct tape, 4 leather, and 1 electrical part. You will also need some handlebars, which is made of 4 mechanical parts, 4 duct tape, 1 headlight, 2 electrical parts, and 6 short iron pipes. You combine these with 2 sets of wheels, a small engine, and a car battery to make the minibike. All in all, that is 10 forged iron, 8 mechanical parts, 8 duct tape, 4 leather, 3 electrical parts, 1 headlight, 6 short iron pipes, 1 battery, 1 small engine, and 2 sets of wheels. And this is fueled by gas. So if we open up the minibike, you can see that the minibike goes the same speed as the bike. The minibike is just a bicycle with an engine. Has a defense of 90, and you can repair this with repair kits. Now let's test out the defense on this thing. I expect it to be kinda like the bicycle. Let's get Darlene back in here. There she is. Let's get on the bike. Get her attention. Here she comes. And she is hitting me. Alright, I'm getting off. I am ending her. Let's check out the damage she did to the bike. The bike is at 83. I expected it to be less. But unlike the bike, you still use the keyboard controls to control the minibike. You can also sprint on the minibike by holding down shift and it will go a bit faster. Okay, let's do a damage test. Full speed ahead. That was a nice little puff and we did 42 damage. Not too bad, not too bad. Now the minibike also has some storage space. As you can see, it comes with a basket by default. And it has 3 rows of 9. That is a lot of storage on the minibike now. I love it. So, let's get to the fun toys. The motorcycle. The motorcycle is one of the vehicles I have been looking forward to the most because it's been showcased a lot. And I can't wait to ram zombies with this thing. Just look at it. It's beastly to look at. It's so gnarly. Love it. But to make the motorcycle, you will need to be able to make steel. That is intellect level 8, and intellect level 8 is at player level 60. Technically, if you find some steel, you can start making the motorcycle at intellect level 7, which will be unlocked at player level 50. So the motorcycle is made from a motorcycle chassis and motorcycle handlebars. The chassis is made from 30 forged steel, 12 mechanical parts, 12 duct tape, 12 leather, and 3 electrical parts. The motorcycle handlebars are made from 12 mechanical parts, 12 duct tape, 1 headlight, 6 electrical parts, and another 6 forged steel. You combine these two with 2 sets of wheels, small engine, and a LED car battery. In total, that is 36 forged steel, 24 mechanical parts, 24 duct tape, 12 leather, 9 electrical parts, 1 headlight, 2 sets of wheel, small engine, and a LED battery. So if we check out the stats on the motorcycle, you can see it is quite fast. It has a speed of 40 meters per second. Noise is moderate, which is in the same level as the bicycle, which I don't really understand, but it will probably be changed at some point in the not so distant future. Defense is 90, and it's a one-seater. The handling on this thing is just like the bicycle. You use the mouse to control the direction. I think the Fun Pimps forgot to update the Minibike handling, so we will probably see that in another future update as well. But same thing goes, you can hold down shift to sprint. There's no jumping on this thing. So this controlling with the mouse thing definitely takes some time to get used to. So let's do a bit of damage testing with our lovely assistant, Darlene. Get her attention, get on the bike. And she is hitting us. We are not getting hurt that much. She also stands a bit away. We are stunned. We are getting off the bike. And we are ending her. That was a bit of a jump. So the bike only took 3% damage, which is a lot better than any of the other vehicles so far. It is definitely more sustainable than both the minibike and the bicycle. But let's do the block damage test to see what kind of damage this thing does to an entire block. And we are going at full speed. That was a great hit. And we did 53 damage. That's the high score so far. The motorcycle also comes with storage. It comes with 4 slots of 9. You have probably already figured out this system. The better the vehicle, the more slots you get. And now it's time for the big boy, the 4x4 truck. This thing looks like a mini tank. Oh Jesus. The truck also requires steel, but you will have to be Grease Monkey level 4, which requires intellect level 9. That is unlocked at player level 80. So you definitely need to level up a few times to get this pretty thing. And as with the other vehicles, it consists of 2 components. The truck chassis and the truck accessories. The truck accessories is made with 8 headlights, 60 short iron pipes, and 40 electrical parts. The truck chassis is made from 300 forged steel, 50 mechanical parts, 25 duct tape, 50 leather, and 20 electrical parts. You combine these two with small engine, car battery, 4 sets of wheels. In total, that is 8 headlights, 60 short iron pipes, 60 electrical parts, 300 forged steel, 50 mechanical parts, 25 duct tape, 50 leather, 1 small engine, 1 car battery, and 4 sets of wheels, and it is fueled by gas. If we look at the stats on this thing, it is quite durable. It goes 13 meters per second, so the motorcycle is actually a tiny bit faster. The noise is moderate, just as everything else. Defense 90, just as everything else. It's a one-seater. I think that's a mistake because I can definitely see more than 1 seat on that thing. And it is repaired with repair kits, just like everything else. Now this thing is handled just like the motorcycle. It is controlled with the mouse, and you can hold down shift to make it go faster. And to be honest, I feel quite secure in this thing. But let's check out how secure we are by spawning in a zombie. Darlene, get in here. There she is. She sees the truck. She is hitting the truck. She is not hitting me. Let's try to get her on the other side. Let's see if she can hit me from there. She cannot. I am safe in the 4x4. Oh, I am not safe. She just hit me. Let's pull the brakes on this thing. So she is hitting the truck, and basically it takes 1 to 2 hits per percent. Huh. I want to try something. Let me just end her. Now, this might be a tiny bit stupid, but I want to see what a bear does. A zombie bear. There we go. Oh shit. It is big. It sees me. Come on. There we go. I think it's stuck on me. Hey, big boy. There we go. Okay, he's attacking the 4x4 and he is hitting a lot harder than the zombie. So let's get him on the other side. Let's see what happens if he can actually hit me. Hey, big fellow. Nudge. Okay, I think there's something wrong with the zombie bear AI. There we go. And I am kind of safe from him as well. He is definitely hitting the truck though. But he is not hitting me. Okay, let's end that big fella. I want to see how this thing stacks up to a Horde Knight. But that will be in another video. And let's do some block damage testing. Okay, full speed ahead. That was a single hit. We destroyed the block. Okay. Guess we're trying the next block. And again, full speed ahead. We destroyed that as well. Now that was a wooden reinforced block. So let's try the last one, which is an iron reinforced wooden block. We did not destroy that one, but we did knock it down a bunch. Okay, let's try this with the concrete block. Reinforced concrete block. Full speed. Hit. Okay, how much damage? Holy majeebus. 479 damage. That's a lot. So this truck is definitely a thing to go for. Oh boy. And of course the truck comes with some vehicle storage. It comes with 7x9 blocks. This is just insane. Definitely a great vehicle. And this is what I'm going for as quickly as possible when I'm playing this game now. That's for sure. And let's end off in the wacky section, the Gyrocopter. This thing, I'll admit, it's fun. It's hella difficult to fly, but it is fun. To build the Gyrocopter, you will need to be level 100. You need to be Grease Monk level 5, which unlocks as intellect level 10. And of course, intellect level 10 unlocks at player level 100. So, no getting around that. But the Gyrocopter consists, again, of 2 parts. Gyrocopter accessories and the Gyrocopter chassis. The accessories is made from 40 electrical parts, 8 headlights, and 60 short iron pipes. The chassis is 150 Ford steel, 50 mechanical parts, 25 duct tape, 50 leather, and 20 electrical parts. You combine these with 3 sets of wheels, 1 small engine, and a car battery. In total, 60 electrical parts, 8 headlights, 60 short iron pipes, 150 forged steel, 50 mechanical parts, 50 duct tape, 50 leather, 3 sets of wheels, 1 small engine, and a car battery, and it is fueled by gas. Now the stats on this thing. 10 meters per second, noise moderate, defense 90, seats 1, just like the other vehicles. So, the controls of this thing. Basically, W to go forward, and then space to go up into the air. And I'm not holding down space now, I just keep going up until I press on C a bit, and I start to level out. The direction is controlled by the keyboard. So A and D, A to go left, D to go right, and C to go down, space to go up. But we got a bit out of the test area here, so let's go back. And of course you can hold down shift to kind of sprint with this thing. You can kind of tilt it with the mouse, but it doesn't really do anything except for shovel everything around. So let's land it. So let's do a bit of zombie testing. Let's get Darlene in here. There she is. Let's get in the gyrocopter, get her attention. This is not very easy to control this thing on the ground. Oh, she sees us. She is hitting the gyrocopter. I need you to come to the side. Go to the side. Okay, she haven't hit me yet. That infection thing is from a previous test. Okay, we need to get her on the other side. Okay, she's stuck on the gyrocopter. That's great. No! No, I broke my window. No! This thing is so hard to control. Okay, she's coming towards me. No, hit me. And she's stuck in the gyrocopter again. Okay, so if they sneak up behind the gyrocopter, it is very difficult to get them to cooperate. Let's just drag her along a bit. Do this. That was actually pretty smooth. There we go. Come on, Darlene. There we go. Now she's hitting me. Okay, so they can definitely hit you. Have to get out. Have to end her. But she definitely did some damage to the gyrocopter. No doubt about that. But I mean, this thing... I have a specific test in mind with this thing because I want to see how it can damage zombies if the blades actually do any damage. That would be pretty awesome. So, over here, I built a small platform with ramps and a gyrocopter in the middle. Now I will try to spawn in some zombies and get into the gyrocopter and just see what happens. So let's just get some Joes in here. Let's get some Marlenes. Let's get some Moes and a few nurses. Okay, they see me. I go in. I try to power this thing up. But the blades need to spin in order... It needs to go forward in order for the blades to spin. And they're just getting straight down and they do not care. Okay, the blades do not do any damage at all. And they kick my ass. I am out. Okay, that was a bit intensive. But I catch your drift. Okay, let's end these fools. But yeah, that was basically everything I had for you today. Just, a lot of vehicle testing. The new vehicles, I have to say, I kind of love them. They're pretty good, and it's nice to see some diversity from the Minibike. Even though I still do love the Minibike. And I do hope you find this as interesting as I did. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.